Hello everybody. We are at the Goodwill outlet bins today and I have some help. I brought my daughter Ryan along. Let's see what we can find today. Fingers crossed.
Let's go.
All right, everyone, we are back at the house. That was such a fun day yesterday with my daughter going to the outlet bins. It ends up being a full day because we have to leave at 6 a.m. We didn't leave the bins until 5 p.m., but I found a ton of stuff. This is the biggest haul I've ever found from the outlet bins. Not exactly what I was going to look for, though. You know, I was trying to check out, I wanted some like sun maxi dresses. I was trying to get some more like polo preppy. Didn't see really any of that. So I'm kind of pulling things, but you know, again, you sell what you can find. I think I purchased about 30 to 32 items and each item ended up costing $2.16. I love it. I love it. It's so exciting. So hopefully a couple of these pieces will just pay for the entire day and then we can move on from there. I do have some exciting finds. Of course, I'm going to wait till the end. New to me designer. Never heard of her before. She is a designer in Italy. All these clothes were made in Italy. I actually found 8 pieces from her. I kept digging and found another one and kept digging and found another one, but we'll talk about that towards the end. Very artsy, very different textiles, embellishments for her clothes. So they're really, really interesting and I'm really excited to share with you. Let's get into this because we got a lot to show. I'll go probably through them pretty quickly. So let's go with the first piece. The first one I found is this Wilford Free organic cotton gauzy pants. Just a regular straight leg kind of vibe in this really pink coral pretty color. I wasn't sure if I wanted to get these or not, but I thought for the price it is a good try. And for the season, I thought it was really good as well. If you guys are not familiar with Wilford Free, it is an Artesia brand. And here is the tag. It's a size small. I might even try them on myself. And it does have pockets too with the drawstring. So I feel like this would be a pretty good sell for spring and summer. I'll probably just go for $25 maybe for them. I have not looked up comps for that yet, though. I found these pair of jeans. Now I know they're completely off season. However, the sell-through rate was pretty decent for them when I looked them up. It is a pair of Prana women's jeans, but they are flannel lined. And so like I said, a little off for the season. I did already list those today to see if I could get them coming, but it has this really, really nice lining in them. Nice dark wash and a nice straight leg. And the size is great as a size 14. I did list these for $38. I did see most of them selling for around in between $35 and $45. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm okay with them sitting until fall if that's necessary. Another piece. Okay, I found a Talbots. Never found a Talbots before. I know a lot of resellers in the States talk about Talbots doing really well. And the only reason actually why I picked this up is because it was new with tags. So just a plain long sleeve shirt with, you know, a little bit of the ribbing on it. It is a size medium. Again, Talbots looks like this. Size medium, new with tags. and it actually was selling for $38. So I don't know, maybe like just an easy 20 bucks. Again, not so bad when all of your pieces are $2.16, right? And the color was very good for spring transition. This is a new to me brand. I just thought this shirt was really cool. The brand is called IRO. And here it is right here. It's just a really cool sweater. It is a little bit like a see-through, but look at the sleeves, are really cool. They have this like fringe detail on them. But when I got it home, I did see a flaw in the front that I will definitely note. You can see here that the stitching there is a little off. Comps for these were going around $30, I believe. Here is the label. And, you know, again, for $2.16, I feel like when you find new brands, go ahead and try them out. Try them out to see if they work for you. And if they don't, well, you're only out $2.16. But I just thought this was kind of neat. A neat shirt. Up next is 100% linen, and it is from the Gap. Just a very plain, classic, tanned shirt, buttoned up sleeve from the Gap. In perfect condition. There was no flaws anywhere. I hope to get this listed right away. Super traditional, super classic. Hopefully I can get about maybe 25 bucks for it. Moving on. This is a brand I've never heard of before, and honestly, when I tried to look for comps, I couldn't find it either. So totally going off of style base with this, taking a chance. The brand is called Somewhere, and if you do look up Somewhere, I know Anthropologie sells a designer named Somewhere, but this is not the Somewhere that they sell. But it is a 100% linen dress, and it's kind of like it's definitely mid dress, but I really was intrigued by the square neckline here, adjustable double straps, which are really cute, and that it's 100% linen. It also has this cute little detail on the hem. Obviously, I need to press it out a ton. So with those two features, the 100% linen, the square neckline, I'm thinking it's like a little 90s number. The zipper works really good. So great for spring, summer, and I definitely will put keywords in for 90s. And the color as well is really good too. It's kind of like, it's not really green. It's kind of greeny, dark brown. I'm guessing maybe $20, $25. This was an interesting pickup. I grabbed it just because I saw it and I grabbed it and I was interested. And I did see one comp when I did pick it up at the bin. So I said, well, why not? Let's give it a try. It's a really nice Kelly green cable knit sweater, crew neck, 100% cotton. And this is the tag. Now, I found this tag. Someone was selling it for over $200. And I could not find any more information on this tag. I can't tell if this is a vintage US polo or because I couldn't find many of these tags. And when you did look up US vintage polo, it was not this tag. It was coming up blue tags. So if anyone has any more information about that label, that brand, and look at the way the sleeves kind of go down, right? Isn't that cool? I actually never noticed that. The way the sleeves are neat, right? Anyways, if anyone has any information on this tag, this label, please comment below. I'd love to get some more information on this before I list it. I love the color too. That Kelly green is really pretty. It's very golf, right? This was an interesting find. This shirt actually was a throwback from someone. And I kind of wondered, I'm like, Western is so in right now. Why would you throw this out? It is a Reselling University shirt, and it is like super Western. It is in beautiful condition. It needs a good wash, maybe a couple little marks, but I can get those out with some OxyClean. But it has the pearl snaps, right? The pearl snaps are where really nice. And this beautiful embroidered detail. It's actually black and silver. Here is the label, if anyone is interested in that. Never heard of this brand either. I looked up comps, and some of their more intricate details are going for around $40 to $50. And the back is just plain, but a very, very nice shirt. We'll use Western, we'll use cowboy, we'll use country. I probably will even put in like Nashville vibes. And of course the pearl buttons, definitely put those in. So yeah, hopefully I can get about $40 would be nice for this. But I just thought, hey, my lucky day. Someone put it back and we'll see how it does. Again, not a brand I know. Okay, moving on. I have never sold this brand before. I've never had this brand before. The only reason why I got this is because it's new with tags and it's black. So, you know, a very traditional color. It is a Lulus dress and it kind of has this, the bodice is almost like a, you know, I can't think of the name right now, but you know what I mean. And it is a full length all the way to the floor with this pretty chiffon on here, like a bustier kind of top, right? Just spaghetti strap sleeves. It is very just a neutral, nice dress you could wear to a wedding. And that's why I picked that up. New with tags, never sold Lulus. We'll give it a try. It is a size extra large. So I thought that would help the sale as well. And we'll see how that goes. I don't think Lulus does very well anymore, but just with the length and the color and then just a little hit of style to it, I thought maybe it will do well. I have no idea what I'm going to list it for. I haven't even looked up comps yet, but we'll see how that goes. All right, another dress that I found, and I just thought, again, this is style-based strictly. I don't know the brand. I do believe it is sold at Anthropologie. It's called See You Monday, and it is a size large. You see the tag there. And it's just this very simple halter dress, but it's almost like it's like crocheted. Just a simple tie neck halter dress, but it has this pretty pattern on it. And I thought it would be really good, like boho style, beach wedding, garden wedding, even like a bridal shower would be nice. It kind of like hugs too. You can see like the hips hug a little bit. And it's full length maxi. That's another reason why I picked it up too. But just nice and simple. No idea what I'm going to price this for. But I liked it. And again, $216. Let's give it a try. Another new to me brand. These are a pair of ultra wide leg black linen trousers. Check this out. Look at how nice and wide these are. And it actually has this really pretty, like, I don't know if you can see it on camera. It has like this little pleated detail in the front that goes down, a nice thick belt. It says it's a size 34, but I don't even know what that means because this is obviously not a size 34. This is like an extra small. That's definitely going to be the downside of trying to sell these. But I thought they were really cute, wanted to give them a try. It's a brand called Atelier Rivet. I don't know, made in Canada. I'm not sure if anybody is familiar with this brand. I did look it up. Their retail is very, very expensive for retail. However, I didn't find any comps on this at all. There is not a style tag or care tag in there either. So that might be a little bit tricky. I'll probably put it to linen blend because maybe there is some cotton in there. But I thought these were really cute, very in style right now. So we'll see, maybe $30, I'm hoping. Oh, we got lots more to go, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying this, sticking with me here. Another brand, not new to me, but I've never picked this up before. It's a men's brand. It's called Next Premium. This is an extra large shirt made of 100% lamb's wool in beautiful condition. Long sleeve. The color is really pretty. It has that blue kind of charcoaly color. Here is the tag. Like, I don't even think this was even worn very much. So just a nice classic solid piece for men in great condition. lamb's wool, but we'll see. This will probably be one of my later ones to post just because I don't think this will go at all during the season. So I'll probably even just wait to post it come closer to fall. But a really nice sweater. I was hoping it would fit my husband, but it didn't. All right, so I found a pair of Madewell jeans. If anyone is not familiar with the tag, that's what it looks like. I know these are kind of not going as fast as they used to. They're kind of a little bit flooded in the market, but for $2.16, I said, well, why don't we give it a try? These are the perfect vintage jeans, and they are size 27. They won't fit me. I was kind of hoping that, but just a nice, easy, straight leg. The color is a little light, and I know dark denim is in right now for spring, but I still feel like there's a lot of people still wearing that light denim for spring and summer, but in like beautiful condition. Yeah, gorgeous condition. Next up is this parsley and sage jacket with heavy textile tapestry design. It does also have beading in here. I'm not sure if you can see that, if the light catches it. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a really pretty jacket. Not my style, but artists everywhere will probably love it. Has pockets. I have seen this brand before, but I've never sold it. And the only reason why I picked this up is just because it's a very substantial piece. I'm going to get it posted pretty quickly because I feel like it's almost out of season because it is a kind of a heavier jacket. So I won't be surprised if it doesn't sell until fall. I did not find this exact print. I did find another print though that had like elephants on it. This one is a chicken, if you can tell. It's kind of like has like a chicken right there. And I'm hoping to get around 40 for this. It is heavy though, so hopefully I don't sell it on eBay because it'll cost more money to ship it. The shell is 100% cotton and the lining is polyester. And it's a dry clean only, but it is an extra large. All right, I also found this LL Bean. Now, anything, I don't know if you guys have heard me say before, but pretty much anything I will pick up for LL Bean, especially the sweaters. I've had only one sale of their jeans. I do have another one sitting in my closet. So we'll see how that goes. But this is a LL Bean men's large, 100% cotton, short sleeve button up. There is the tag. But I mean, I thought this is like just a super staple closet for a man. It's short sleeve, so it's perfect for season. I cannot see me having any issues selling this. I did not look at comps, but I'm thinking maybe 25 to 30, but in beautiful condition. I don't even think it was worn like more than twice. And the pattern's, you know, pretty easygoing. Okay, this was a funny story. So this piece, my daughter was paying attention to these other boys that were at the bins, and she kept calling them the Carhartt boys because literally they were only there to look for like puffer jackets, Carhartt, like vintage t-shirts, vintage everything. And so I have no idea how they missed this shirt, or maybe they thought it wasn't worth anything. I don't know, but I picked it up and I held it up to my daughter, Ryan, and I said, ooh, what do you think about this one? And she's like, oh my God, Mom, put that down. Don't let those Carhartt boys see that. They're going to come and steal it from you. So this is a Daryl Earnhardt racing sweatshirt. It is from his 1991 championship win. I don't know much about NASCARs. My husband does watch it every once in a while. It's an extra large. The tag is Delta 5050 US, so I don't know if this is like a special tag. If it was Fruit of the Loom, I think it might go for a higher price. However, anything I saw with this sort of graphic and in a sweatshirt was going for around, sold comps for like $50 to $60. So this is a very interesting one for me. I've never sold anything like this, and I will definitely keep you guys posted on how that does. So that was kind of funny. My daughter was so funny there. If you've never been to the Goodwill bins, the shoe section is insane. And I kept saying, like, I would be going through the bins, and then I'd say to Ryan, I said, Ryan, there's a new shoe bin going over there. And she would go over there and she would only last like 2 seconds because everybody is just jumping in the bins and they're grabbing the shoes and they're throwing everywhere. And she's like, Mom, I can't handle that. They are too crazy in there. She's like, I'll go back and look over after it's picked over, which, to be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of selling shoes. I don't know why. To me, the listing, they're boring. To photograph, I have a hard time, I feel like. So I don't know. If I find a good pair, I'll pick them up, but we'll see. Here was another good find. This is a Abercrombie and Finch new with tags bathing suit. So couldn't happen at a better time. And it's a halter. It's called a High Cheeky. I don't know if you guys can get a decent look at this. And then on the back, it like has this cute tie as well. It is a size extra small, which, yeah, I suppose that's an extra small. And it's a High Cheeky. So, and I can't figure out what year it is, but anyways, new with tags. It retailed for $60 Canadian. I don't know if anybody's not familiar with Abercrombie and Fitch. But I thought new with tags, it's Abercrombie. I'm sure I'll be able to get this sold before the summer is gone. Maybe $30, maybe 30. 30 would be good. I'd be happy with 30. Okay, here's another cool find. And I really wasn't, I know that Max Mara is a great brand, but I only see BCBG a lot, which is their like lower brand or sister brand or however that works. So then when I found this, I thought this was really cool. This is a weekend Max Mara made in Italy, and it is a wool sweater, and it has this really cool like side zipper here that actually works. I actually tried it on and I think it's really cute. So I might keep it for myself. I didn't find any comps on it. The only thing I found was another person selling this for over $200. But it is really cute. Here is the tag. It has like this little mock neck to it as well. Here is the tag. If anyone's familiar with selling these items, I really don't know what to price this out for. And I'm just going to show you or read to you the tag back here because I thought it was kind of interesting because I've never heard of this. It's Lana Virgin wool, 100%. And you can hand wash, which is nice. And it's a size medium. But yeah, I tried it on. It was really cute. Really, really cute. Sorry if I messed up my mic. So I'll do a little bit more research. Again, trying to find some comps. If anyone's familiar with this shirt or comps on something like this from this brand, please let me know. But yeah, another good find, another high retailing brand, I guess. So I have one more piece to show you, and then we're gonna move on to that Italian designer that I found all the 8 pieces for. Again, this is another strictly style-based piece because this is from Le Chateau, but it is a size large, and I'm going to guess the material is not, it is 100% cotton. It's this pretty embroidered flower button-up. And it screams very Western to me, but girly Western, so I could probably do like cowgirl and Western kind of stuff like that. But the embroidery is really, really pretty. So hopefully I can find some good tags for this. Keywords, I mean. Hopefully I can find some good keywords for this. And it will sell, but I just thought the embroidery flowers were really cute. And it's nice and light too. So yeah, there you go. Le Chateau. Drum roll, please. I will start with the lesser of the embellishment pieces. So did a little, actually, you know what? Let's start. I think this is all from the same lady's wardrobe. Okay, so what happened was I was going through the bin, had already been there. So I was literally the only one kind of scrounging through because it had already been picked through. And I found 2 pieces and I thought, oh, these are neat. I'm going to take these back and I'm going to look them up. So I go back to my cart and I'm looking them up, and then I notice the retail is like hundreds of dollars on these items. And I'm like, I thought to myself, well, if I found 2, I wonder if there's more in there. And sure enough, I went back to the bin and I found like 5 more pieces, and then another piece that's probably from her closet as well, but a different designer. So like, and it's funny because I was just watching another YouTube video of somebody going through and doing their haul at the bins, and they said, if you find one piece that's very like avant-garde or very different, keep looking because there's probably more in that pile from the same designer, same brand, or the same person's closet. So they have like the same style. So let's start with this piece. This is another Italian designer I was not familiar with, and I am not going to say the name, but I'll just post it up here for you if you guys can see that. And it's this really pretty, it's got cashmere in it. It's not all cashmere. So it is a sweater, and it has a long sleeve on this side. And then on this side, it's like square and open. And on the shoulders, you can see it has these really pretty shell buttons. I'm not sure if that's picking up in the light. And it has like the hole, right? So there's a hole here, and there's a hole here, and then the arm comes out like this. So the problem is going to be difficult not to have this on a mannequin, I feel like, when I photograph it, because I don't have a mannequin. I looked at this designer. I couldn't really find much to go off of it. So I'll just have to do a little bit more research on this designer and this type of style. But it's really soft, and I just thought it's different. Different is good. I also do feel like, though, when you have different designers and they're kind of artsy or whatever, they will take probably longer to sell because it's not for the masses. It's for a specific person. So, but I'm okay with that. All right, so the designer is Elsa Cavalletti. And here is number one shirt that I found. Elsa Cavalletti. And the material is really thin. And all of the material tags were off on every single item I found. So again, I will do some more research, but so this is just a V-neck kind of peachy color t-shirt, but look at the picture in the front. It's literally just hanging on there. Isn't that different? Very different, very neat. The detail on the sleeves, it almost has like a little ruffle here. And then the back, and it's a little bit asymmetrical as well. All of the pieces too are marked extra small. Kind of neat, right? So that's number one. Number two is another t-shirt. It is, now this one looks like it's been worn quite a bit. I don't know though if that's the style or not, if the style is like a worn in style. However, anyways, this is, and I know this is kind of like an older style t-shirt, just the way that the shoulders and another thin material. And then it has like the little detail on the sleeve and this really kind of cool print. And then it has this rhinestone embellishment, and it's asymmetrical as well at the bottom, but like so much detail. I just thought it was so very cool. The back is like this. So I did some research on the lady, and it's actually a husband and a wife. And then they named it after their daughter, which I'm guessing the daughter is Elsa or Elisa. I don't know. I'm not Italian. I couldn't be any less Italian. But there's the tag on this one, and it's obviously a different kind of like either like their different brand or a different collection. So another very cool piece. This is a long sleeve gray shirt. It's thin. It's a thin material. But this one is very subtle embellishments. It just has like a little button rose and a couple of diamonds here, and then another little button. And it has this pleat. Now, I did find a stain on this one, so I'm hoping I can get it out and it's not very old. And this is from the Elsa Cavalletti Club again. So the labels seem to be a little bit different on most of them. And then here's the back. Now, if anybody has had luck or has sold this brand before, please let me know what you think. I had a hard time. Well, there's tons of them out there, I guess, after I started doing my research. There's lots of pieces on Poshmark and eBay. But they sell from honestly $16 to $200. So I don't know how to price it. I guess like the smaller t-shirts will, the less embellished t-shirts will go from hopefully 20, and then we'll go up from here. So now we're moving up to kind of much different, more embellishments. So here's another long sleeve, but this is a button up, and the buttons need a little bit of TLC, just the phrase are coming out here, but look at the detail on this. It's like a work of art. Those embellishments, all of the buttons are different. Isn't that crazy? I think that is so neat. And it has this other on the sleeve, this pretty little jewel. And on the other side here, it has this texture. Okay, here we go. There you go. Can you guys see the whole thing? Yeah, and the back is like this. And again, the material is so soft. I'm so bummed out that they didn't have any material tags on this. But this is a very, very cool piece. Just like a work of art. Crazy how people can come up with this kind of designs, right? I don't know. I think it's cool. All right, let's see what next. So we have a couple more to go through from her. Yeah, just 4 more. So this is a dress. Downside extra small, but very cool. Thin material on the top, but it's pretty thick on the bottom of the skirt. Just let you guys take a look at that, and then I'll zoom in here just so you can see the detail of it, the embellishment. Those triangles are metal that's wrapped in fabric or thread. So neat, right? And even the sleeves are like gathered. So I don't even know how that's going to show up. Again, I don't have a mannequin. I don't know how these are going to show up. And then the back has a little, what's that called? This little ruching in the back that cinches in the back. I think theirs are just so cool, right? This is actually the first one that I found, and I thought it was so neat. Okay, so it's very sheer, kind of like a button-up tunic. How cool is that? And it has this really pretty crochet detail on the sides. These buttons are like jewels. Check out these buttons. Look at how different they all are. My mom would love this dress. Can you see all of them? I hope this is coming up. So neat. Even this one down here. I just thought this was so pretty. Again, very thin material and no tag. This is from the club line as well. And then the back. So definitely witchy vibe for sure is going to be a keyword. Whimsy goth, definitely another keyword. It even has the crochet detail on one of the arms. Like, so very cool. Very, very cool. I think this one will sell really well. Really well. I'll just show you another label so you can see, like, all the labels are a little different on all of them, which makes sense because every piece is different. And when I was looking all of these up, I could not, there's a lot, but I could not find the same piece. Not once. Actually, I did. Sorry, I lied. I found the same piece on this one. I found it. But other than that, all the other items, I could not even find the same design, the same print, pattern, anything, which I think is really cool. Okay, so this is like a denim color, and it has like speckled gold throughout it. Very sweet. Like, look at the detail on this. I don't even know what you call this, but it does. It looks like denim. It has a really, again, embellishments on the side here with the kind of ruched neckline. And it has the cuffs on the sleeve. And then the back, I'll show you guys too. This to me does not look like an extra small. I would even call this maybe even a large, maybe more of a medium. Oh, and look, there's actually lace. This is like lace. Like, seriously, So cool. I don't know how people can come up with these things. All right, one last piece to go. Thank you guys for hanging in with me. If you're still around, I really appreciate it. This was such a cool haul and I was really excited about it. So thank you for hanging out with me today, doing this haul. Okay, this is like, I guess this is a dress, but this is beautiful. I just think this one is really neat because I just like the brighter color. But look at the detail. Again, the buttons are all different. Like so great. Even kind of gives like a romantic vibe or Renaissance kind of feel to it. So pretty. Look at the lace. Here's the back. I think this is more like a tunic though, actually, now that I'm looking at it, because it only buttons up to here. So yeah, just a tunic. Or maybe you could layer something underneath of it. Like if you had like a white slip dress maybe to go underneath of it would be cute. This one has some wear on it, but I will work to clean it all up and make it look beautiful. So, and this is a different tag actually too. This one has like the lace tag. I don't know if you guys can see that. So, so that's it for my haul. I'm so excited. I hope these sell really well because it was a great trip. I love going with my daughter. She can be, as you saw during the haul, she can be pretty funny. She's good to gives me some entertainment, especially on a 2-hour drive. I hope you guys enjoyed this thrift haul. Please let me know in the comments below if you've ever heard or have worked or have sold these designers. I would love to get some more information on this. And if you've enjoyed this video, you should stick around for more. There is no pressure, but thrifting is so much more fun with friends. Until next time, happy thrifting.